Welcome back, everybody. So this is the next step. If you're watching this, you probably finished your setup. Now that we defined our material, our work coordinate system, we can start with the operations. Um, we're gonna start with this drill, and we got to make sure we got our setup highlighted. Hit drill, and it should populate some options here. So you will start by going to inch plastics. So it's down here, and I can select from all these tools. If you notice on type, it says drill. So I'm gonna scroll down until I get to end mill, and here's flat. And they go in order by size. So I can scroll down until I find it. I'm gonna do a quarter inch. And I know some people have been typing it. Let me see if maybe if I can do 1/4. Some people type it and you can pull it up that way. So I want to make sure I have a quarter inch flat mill. And that's it. And I want it from inch plastics. So I'm gonna hit select. Selected my tool. Now, because we're using the desktop mill, there's no coolant. Hit disabled. If you notice, it's populated an RPM for the tool, surface feed, plunge feed rate. That's information for the machine to program this tool path for the tool. So geometry, I'm gonna start by selecting the holes. One, two, three, four holes. So I got these four holes selected. So now it will, when it goes to drill, it will do these four holes. The next tab, this is just letting us know where it's going to go to retract. You really don't have to mess with this too often. It's just good to take a look every now and then. But you really don't have to mess with this tab too much. The last tab is for the cycle type. So it says drilling rapid out. That's one option. There's a few other options. So other ones you can do is chip breaking partial retract. So that makes the tool go in a little bit, pulls back a little bit, and it just works its way in until it's reached the pull down. Deep drilling does the same thing, but it goes in and it pulls the tool out completely. And the last one we're gonna cover is circular pocket milling. So for now, we're gonna start with we'll do a deep drilling full retract, and you don't have to worry about this for now. This information, it's fine with what we're doing, so we can hit OK. So that's our first operation. Just gotta wait for it. So if you did everything right, you should be able to hit simulate. So it just shows you what the tool is gonna do, and you there's quite a bit here. So if you notice, I hit the stock option here. So that shows you what the tool's going to remove, and it provides some yeah, just shows you what the machine's going to do. So this is a simulation. The second tab is just information of where the tool is relative to your work coordinate system, some operation. Uh, then this last tab, statistics, is so you know how long it's going to take, how much it's going to machine, and yeah, some general information. So you can simulate it by hitting play. You see that? Uh, you want to make sure that you don't have any reds. So seems like the tool, nothing's hitting. So you want to simulate this to see if you find any errors. Um, so looks good. So we can hit close. So the next thing we can do is we can go back to our drill, and we got the quarter inch selected. So we're good here. We want to select the same holes. We drilled them previously, but this is a 1/4 inch end mill, and these are 0.266 holes. So drilling them will not be enough. There'll be some material off to the side, so this will be a hole that's undersized. So we're going back in, selecting those holes again. We're not going to mess with this one. So we're back at this last tab here, and we're going to do circular pocket milling. So now what it's going to do, it's going to interpolate and make this hole bigger. And there's a few options here. You always want to make sure that it's the directions climb. The diameter, you're defining the actual hole size diameter. So I'm going to type in 0.266. Step over is the amount that it's going to move in to make that the hole bigger. So I think for now you can put zero point 0.1. I mean, the hole's almost there. I really won't make too much of a difference, but I always like making the step over relatively small. That's zero point 0.1. Can hit okay. So now I will be able to simulate this. Simulate. And I can play. It's hard to see, but it is moving in your. You see that? All the X and Y's. So it is moving left to right to make that hole bigger. It's just hard to see because it's really close to size. So we drilled the holes, we interpolated them to size. So what we can do next is